Stop playing with your genitals. Stop playing with yourself. You have one forearm that is stronger than the other. I'm Sebastian, your addiction recovery coach. If you want to stop playing with yourself, stay till the end of this video. I've quit porn years ago, but it took me many, many years to give up porn. From the moment I decided I intended to give up porn till the moment I really quit porn forever took me many years. I'm talking about 5, 6 years. Because when you try to give up porn, you will relapse. It comes with the territory. If you don't relapse, more power to you. But generally speaking, most men will relapse. And it's okay. If it's not done in purpose, it is okay. I have relapsed hard for 5 months after a year and a half of giving up. And during that time, I was watching, not necessarily everything, but when I was watching porn, I was watching for 2, 3, 4 hours in a row at night. Sometimes it got so late that I had to push myself to go to sleep because I wanted to keep going on. Because I was edging. I was watching a lot of different porn clips, and I was watching those Japanese porn clips, those movies that last an hour, 2 hours, or even 3 hours. And I was a big fan of those Jap porn. So I was edging for hours on end. For hours on end, I had my hand on my penis. I was playing with myself. At the end of the day, before I went to sleep, my dick was raw. It was painful. I could not do more. I could not even masturbate the next day because I had to let my penis rest. I was edging, and after a few hours, I ejaculated. Then I waited for a bit. I waited for 10, 20 minutes, and I started again. So I was edging for hours and ejaculating a couple times a day when I was watching. And that is why semen retention is key. When you give up porn, you are automatically and organically on semen retention. Semen retention means that you are not masturbating and or having sex that often. I mean, you could have sex, but at the beginning, you should have a period of abstinence so your brain can rewire itself. Because it is hard to have sex and not ejaculate. It gets easier over time and you learn how to do it, but I strongly recommend you wait for time. You wait for a few weeks, a few months to let your brain rewire itself. But when you're on semen retention, it does not mean that you will never ejaculate. It doesn't mean that you cannot masturbate without porn every now and then. It does not mean that you cannot have sex and ejaculate. It means that you are desexualizing your mind and you are using masturbation and sex in moderation. And for you to be able to give up porn and stop playing with yourself, you have to know how to deal with those urge, those sex urge, those porn urge. Now you might have decided to give up porn. Now you have to deal with those urges. Before you had those urges, then you indulge in porn, in masturbation, in sex. Now you have decided to give up porn. You don't know what to do with those urges. So what you have to do, what you don't have to do, what you should not do is repress and suppress or use your willpower to fight those sexual urges. What you can do instead, and that is what I'm recommending, is to let go of those urges. When an urge comes up, as I said, you are not indulging in watching porn. You are not repressing, suppressing, or forcing that urge to go away. What you should do is breathe in, breathe out, relax your body completely. Once you relax your body and you are breathing in your stomach, breathing out of your stomach, your body will be so relaxed. It means you accept that urge. It's very easy when you do that to accept and allow that urge. That is just a body sensation. And that body sensation should be regarded as such. No more, no less. You should not think of this as an urge. You should not label it, because once you don't label it, you have less thought about that body sensation. And once you can let go of those thoughts and relax your body and be mindful and aware and let this sensation be, it will just fade. And when you do this over and over and over again, those body sensations will come and they will not be as strong because you have let go of the resistance to it. Your body and mind has no other choice but to accept it and let it fade of its own accord. So when it comes back, it will be weaker in intensity. However, your mind will be so strong at letting go. So at one point, it will be so weak and your mind will be so strong, it won't really trigger you anymore. You will be done with this pattern. And even if it comes, it will be like a passing cloud in the sky. Sometimes you won't even notice it because you are just too good at letting go. And that is how you let go of those urges. And that is how you stop playing with yourself. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastian, your addiction recovery coach. I help men desexualize their mind, give up porn, and other addictive compulsion behavior. Links are in the description box below, and I'm sure I can help.